Hi everyone, this is Janus and welcome to Mintay Papers. Today I'll be sharing with you this fun little album I made using Mintay Papers Mamarazzi. Okay, so I'll be using bits and pieces from all the Mamarazzi products and the matching Chippies album base and Chippies accessories, along with Mintay Kreativa chalk paint. And in this project, I will be using the white one. So the first thing I do is prep my album base, coating the front cover with white, and the rest of the pieces I painted just the edges, just so I can give it a finished look. I also created, I sort of hollowed out the last base that I will be using for my end cover because I want to make shakers out of them. Then I cut up the 12 by 12 papers into the shape of the album, so all I did here was trace the outline onto the paper and cut along the lines on the marks that I made. And the extra papers from these pieces, I took 4 pieces and cut them at 1.5 by 4.5 inches, then creased each one at 1/2 inch and at 1 inch. These will serve as the spine for my album. So I just glued those onto the base like so, along with the cut outlines I did earlier. Just keep in mind to set aside the hollowed pieces so we can make our shakers later. So those are the 2 chipboard bases that have circles on them. You'll have to forgive me with the sun glaring down on my table here. My craft area is actually facing the west, and I was working on the project smack dab in the middle of the afternoon, so it's roughly around 3. So I'm so sorry if the light is kind of distracting. But anyway, you'll see the change in timeline later on as I work on this album until sunset. Now going back to business, once that's all assembled, I just made the outer portion of the spine with some glitter cardstock. So this is about 4 inches wide and 4.5 inches long. And I creased them at 1 inch and at 3 inches. So basically the middle portion of this paper needs to be 2 inches since that's how thick my spine is. And I just glued that onto place. I also used some ribbons and lace to tie my album closed. Now it's time to fix the cover pages of my album. So as you can see, I'm using some foiled acetate and the extra chippy pieces to make the shaker. I am combining using the hot glue and the all-purpose glue to make this project because there are areas where I need to use hot glue because it binds the items better, like with the ribbons or on the rough side of the glitter cardstock. Because sometimes the glue does not really stick as well as with hot glue, but there are also portions of the project that bind better with all-purpose glue or the other way around. So there's that. So anyway, I also made a shaker out of the lens cover of this camera. I added in a bit of ribbon to kind of attach the lens cover onto the album itself, but still have that interactive feel to this part of the project where you can take it off of the center and it's still well decorated either way. Now that we're done with our album structure, and now we're going to work on decorating. I'm going to be creating clusters with paper number 6 that I hollowed the frames out, and I just layered the die cut pieces, the chipboard stickers, and some flowers like so. And I made about 8 of these clusters that you will be seeing later on in just a bit. Now, before I place them into the inside pages, I used some washi tapes that I wanted to kind of add further decoration onto the pages. But if you want to try out this project and you don't have this one, you can go without it. I also left some portions around the frames unglued, that way later on I can slip in photos that I like to keep in this album. Once I'm done with the inside pages, I then move on to decorating the cover. So I stuck some of the washi tape on the front covers as well to make the entire album look more cohesive, and then layered my pieces around the base. Keeping in mind that my focal point is already set since we have the lens portion of the camera right here. Last bit to add are the string pearls on the cover because I really like a lot of body and dimension to my projects, and this is done. Let me give you a flip through of the finished project before I end this video. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope this project inspired you to create something as well. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mintay Papers for more crafting projects. Please do follow us on social media, and I'll see you next time. Bye!